got up early today, had my complimentary breakfast at the hostel, and now I'm heading out to they call the Coochie Tunnels. Coochie Tunnels? Yeah, Coochie Tunnels. Right, which are pretty famous here. So, following a tour guide, or somebody who's going to take us there, and we'll see how it goes. So we got here and right away lost the tour guide. So we got someone to call the guide, so he's gonna come pick us up. But yeah, good start.
On the American War.
One. More. Two. Only two.
And for some reason there's a shooting range there. I'm not quite sure why. We learned a lot about Vietnamese history, as well as about some of the traps that were used against American forces. And then we got to climb around inside of the Coochie Tunnels, which are this massive network of tunnels that were used in the Vietnam War. I'm not sure whether it was because I was really hungry at this point or because I actually liked it, but I ate a lot of this strange root that grows in the area. We then watched a very one-sided, and in my opinion a little over-the-top video about the war, and then headed back to Saigon.
Alright, I got back from the tunnels, went out for lunch, and now I got this map from my hostel, and they have this loop tour, walking tour. We can walk all around this part of the city and see the major attractions. So that's my plan for the afternoon. It's supposed to take a couple hours. I just have to make it to certain attractions before they close, because I know certain things are closing at like 5, which is only in 2 hours. But yeah, it should be fun.
Because this was the last day of the Lunar New Year, there are these bands of dancing dragons that basically moved around the city from shop to shop and did these performances, and there were a ton of them, so like every 2 or 3 blocks you'd see another one of these groups dancing and performing. It was really cool.
That drink that I just had was actually sugarcane juice, which is something that I've seen in China as well. I saw some people having it there, and they said that it was really cheap there. It was only 10,000 dong instead of 15,000, and that was really good, and I should try it. So I did. It was very good, indeed. Okay, I just got into the Tao Dan Park, and apparently this is all set up just for the Chinese New Year. This coming year is the year of the monkey, so everywhere you go, you see these lucky monkeys, especially in China as well, but they're everywhere. Just got out of the park. Next stop is actually the Independence Palace, but because that is closing in about 15 minutes, I'm gonna do the War Remnants Museum instead. That was pretty brutal, but very interesting. So I'm gonna keep going on my tour. looks like the cathedral's closed right now, so I can't go inside. But it's kind of cool to see like this very traditional French architecture, this cathedral in the middle of Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. And this is the Saigon Central Post Office.
I was getting pretty hungry, so I had myself a traditional Vietnamese snack. I can't tell you what half the ingredients are, but it was pretty good.
Okay, just found the Vietnam Committee Hall. And it's really, really cool. This whole area is just really cool.
Now this kind of blew my mind. The Vietnamese dong is so inflated that people just burn it on the streets for warmth.
Yeah.
I went back to the hostel and then found some people who wanted to go downtown with me to try to find the fireworks. Thus, the Lunar New Year ended and I headed back to the hostel
To rest up for another day of travel.